So contractors, you're not too busy, you're just stuck and your processes aren't optimized. I was actually watching a video last night about time management and how there's people who are crazy successful and seem to be doing things all the time. Yet they have the same 24 hours that we do. So what are they doing differently? They optimize their schedule and the processes for their business. Now, construction, entrepreneurship, it's hard. And there's so many different fire drills, components, variables that go into your day to day. So, the best way to make it as easy as possible and give you a foundation to get your life back and relieve some stress of all the responsibilities you take on is to identify your bottlenecks. Now, when you're identifying your bottlenecks, the biggest thing is to figure out what are your top 3 to 5 bottlenecks that are stopping you from reaching your goals and taking away your sanity. So you want to talk to your entire team, right? So obviously, if you're a one-man show, one-woman show, it's all you, right? So that's an easy process there to go through. Hey, through my sales process, through my production process, what issues keep coming up, whether it's me spending too much time or the client experience isn't great, you kind of name it. And if you have a team, then what you want to do is, hey, I've been off of this process for a while. I know you've been handling it. What are some of the issues that you just keep running into that we can make easier for you? Some of the bottlenecks that we constantly see is the estimating process. When you're looking at the estimating process, I know people who've been in business for 20 years and are spending hours, 5, 6 hours every single time on a Saturday, starting from scratch to rebuild their estimates. Now, the solution with something like this is to optimize the catalog, and then from there, make sure that you have the cost groups to easily import for every single job to make it an easy process and save you a ton of time. Another one is lead follow-up and integration into the system. We want to make sure all our lead sources are automatically integrated into JobTread, creating a customer, maybe even a job for them automatically. And then do we have a process, whether it's using workflows or custom notifications to follow up automatically with that prospect, or if it's sending a reminder to your internal team member to make sure that you follow up, that's time-based duration, right? So we want to keep identifying these. Another one is lead or is handoffs. So let's say in the beginning, we have an admin that's responsible for scheduling that appointment. Then it goes to a sales rep or estimator. Then it goes into someone that runs project management. Then it goes back to admin for invoice, and you kind of name it. We need to make sure that we're utilizing things like job schedules, to-do templates, and these notifications, right? So every time that something's hand off, the person who's responsible handling it is known. They have task templates or schedule templates that tell them exactly what to do. And if they don't get it done, there's reminders that are automatically sent to them. Another one that's really big is job costing blindness. Now, we worked with commercial contractors for 6 years specifically with my last company. And people would be taking on $1 million projects and be so excited, and they're taking months for these projects. By the end of it, they missed a $30,000 invoice. They're not 100% sure if they had made any kind of money there. And the best way to solve this problem is to set up real live time job costing inside of JobTread. So we want to make sure that anybody who is conducting work for the job internally is clocking in. We have all our vendor bills, our expenses that are attached inside of the budget. And that way now we have live job costing as we go through the project. Now, when you have job costing set up properly, it just opens up the possibilities. You're more confident taking on more complex, bigger jobs, and you know how much money you're making every single time. Now, another big one, and these are kind of the 5 I wanted to give you guys as the most common bottlenecks before you guys go figure out your own and solve them, is owner dependency. Everything runs through the owner. The owner cannot take a vacation. They're getting hit up all the time about questions on how to handle things. We need to make sure we have a rinse and repeat process that is put into your JobTread system that anybody can come in. They have training materials, they have the templates, the automations to make their life as easy as possible. We want functionality, yet simplicity. That's where the genius comes in. And you could take this step even further if you wanted to, where you're actually uploading all this information, these SOPs, into some kind of AI and making a chatbot that your team can actually ask questions to and get the answer they needed. Biggest thing is we got to get the owner out of the day-to-day so they can actually operate the business and work on the business. So when you're finding your bottlenecks, think about, where are you spending the most frustrating time? Where do your customers constantly complain? What keeps you up at night, right? If you could wave a magic wand, what would you fix? Where is money leaking? Once you have that, now you have a problem and you can focus on the solution. So good luck out there. And as always, if you need any help from Better Boss, go to better-boss.ai.